Hello there. Are you having issues with your saya being so loose that it's falling apart? Or maybe you have a crack in it like that, or it's so loose that you can no longer fit it in tightly and it just kind of rattles in like that, or it falls off like that. Well, I'm going to show you today how to fix it in a better way than the previous way, because I have another way of doing that temporarily, but this is a better fix for it. So what we're going to need is, of course, some plastic wood. You want to go ahead and use modern technology to fix old remedies, because in the past we didn't have this available at the store. So we can go ahead and do that today, and I'm going to show you how to do it. It's going to be a two-part series video because I got to let it dry so that I can show you once it's repaired. All right, so let's get started. The first thing you want to do is clean out all of the chips or wood and all that. Just sand it down a little bit, make it a little bit scruffy, and then you know, clean out whatever's here. You can use toothpick with a sandpaper to sand it all out a little bit, okay? And then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to take some of the plastic wood here and then layer it down to about 1 inch into the saya, okay? And then we're also going to smooth it into this crack here. So let me go ahead and get that for you. So you'll need to first snip off the edge like this of the wood filler so that it's like that, and then you take your popsicle stick, and I would just go ahead and squeeze it out here onto the popsicle stick, just like that. It squeezes it out. See, it's just like toothpaste. Just don't put it on your teeth though, unless of course you were George Washington. I think he had wooden teeth, but anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and first start with this crack here that I have here. So I'm gonna go ahead and push it down into the crack like that. Push it down into the wood. Layer it like this. Scrape that off and keep pushing it down into there. As you can see, that way I have it starting to cover the hole there, okay? Gonna get some more. Again, you're gonna have to squeeze it out here like this, just like toothpaste again. All right, and then again, as you see the edge there, squeeze it into the hole like that, kind of like scrape it. You can see this, hopefully. You know, after all this, you're gonna have to really sand it down though, so that way you get the finish the same as it used to be. All right, at least that part of it is going to seal off at least the holes that are there. And I'm gonna go ahead and go inside the saya and fill it up along the edges there too. On the edges right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some more of the wood filler. A little bit more toothpaste here. And we're gonna go ahead and pretty much fill that in along the edge so that it covers all the way down to the very bottom. If you see like a little light at the end of the tunnel there, that means there still might be a little space there. So you want to go ahead and make sure that you get all of the cracks filled here, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and scrape it like that. Keep going in this direction, that way it fills it up, and I'm gonna go ahead and push it in there like this. Again, you could also, you know, replace your saya, but you know, if you're strapped on cash, this is the best way to do it, and it should be a fairly permanent fix. I would also even like put on duct tape around the edges there after once it's done and sanded, because you know that's extra strength so it doesn't split apart. Let me see, it's almost good there. Put that all the way in there. Push that down. All right, so we've got plenty of cracks there filled. Go ahead and leave it a little bit like that. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and work on the top part of it. So you wanna go ahead and put a whole bunch of that wood putty onto this side of it, that side of it, on the top, and even on the bottom here, okay? Again, we gotta squeeze out some more. And I would say like within a 1 inch of your lollipop stick, popsicle stick, because that way your habaki actually is about that long, about 1 inch long. So that way the wood goes all the way down there. And as you notice, there's a new layer there that's going to be forming. And I'll go ahead and get the other side too. Now, like I said, this takes a little time to do, but this is going to get your saya back to where it used to be when you first bought it. How I'm layering it like down like that. Now this product supposedly dries within 2 to 6 hours. That's what it says, depending upon the thickness of the layer. I would recommend go ahead and leaving it like 6 hours at least before we even do anything with it, because what we're gonna have to do is come back and sand it down to make it even. So again, try to get it on camera here for you, and make sure you put some on top here. Now it might look a little bit messy for now, but the more wood you get on there, the more you probably have to sand it down, but it's better that, because then the fitting would be a lot tighter then. Okay, so there. Layer that in there. Layer the top in there. Now, sometimes they make these wood filler different colors. So if you have a darker wood inside of your saya, you know, you can always find the darker color wood filler. Mine just happened to be the same color as this, like a light brown. And again, I'm just kind of like layering it in there. After this is a lot of hard work. Basically, you're gonna have to sand it out. So it's better to put more than less, because then that way it'll save you time later on having to reapply the layer in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep layering it in there. And you wanna go ahead and scrape off the top part here of the saya. It's almost like pudding. So once you do this, we're gonna let it set dry. And again, you just wanna work about 1 inch into the saya, not any deeper than that. Make sure both top and bottom is there. And once you have that done, then make sure the bladed part here also is, you put enough there. Okay, so once you get that somewhat small like that, see how I kind of have it everywhere in there? We're just gonna smooth that out a little bit. And then eventually we're gonna have to come back and sand it out, okay? So like this, a little bit more. All that can be sanded out, and it should then be enough wood on there to hold that back in there. Okay, so here we are. I've stuck it all the way in there. There's about 1 inch deep wood in this saya now. And again, this will dry eventually. And what we'll do is I'll come back again this evening, and then I'll make another video. And you know what? This only costs like maybe $9 or $8 at your local Walmart store, or even cheaper, you know, in your hardware store. So basically, it's wood plastic, and you can find it probably at the where was that? Where they do the drywall, plaster, that kind of stuff. You'll find it there, because people use that for their floor when they're putting in wooden floors. So we just have to use this same technology for our saya. You know, Shinobis always figure out a way to adapt. So if you can't afford a new saya or a new blade, this is the way to go. Okay, so let me go ahead and pause this video, or we'll come back tonight and I'll create a second video as I just sand it out and as it dries, and we'll see where it goes from there. Okay, so you have a good rest of your day, and stay safe out there and stay awesome. Thank you.